Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to take a look at WH40K Eternal Crusade. It's a new game that I've been helping to playtest for the last few months as part of the Founders program they've called it. It's just released to early access on Steam, so more people are now able to try it out. I will stress at the start of this video that everything that you're about to see is in alpha. So if you think, oh, that doesn't look very polished, oh, that isn't there, that's because a lot of it isn't. They've taken the basic concept of the game and they're adding to it week by week with regular patches. So a lot of the things that you would expect to see in a finished, polished game are not in it at the moment. However, that being said, it doesn't mean that it's bad. We've logged over probably about 60 hours or so, myself and Major Tweed, on this game, and we thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, obviously, with 40k fanboys, we have grown up and played the actual game Warhammer 40k for many years on the tabletop. Myself, Major Tweed, he does a lot of painting regarding it. So obviously it appeals to us. If you're not a 40k fan, I would probably say wait and see what the finished article's going to be. I mean, obviously we're enjoying playing it because we're into this sort of thing. In its current state, in my opinion, I'll stress, it might not appeal to some people. I think it will when the game's done, but you know, you can obviously do a bit of research and make a decision for yourself whether or not you want to jump in at this early stage to play. You know, bearing in mind that it obviously isn't finished. So let's take a look into what we've got here. Okay, so we come up with a character selection page. At the minute, there's only two classes that are in the game. You have the Space Marines and you have the Chaos Space Marines, the Traitors. They are currently working on Eldar, and they are also, as we've just watched in last Friday's Twitch stream, they're working on the Orcs right now as well. We've actually seen the Eldar on the Twitch a couple of weeks ago, the initial Eldar model, and it's looking really tasty, to be honest. But there's still a lot of other stuff to do. So they've just finished doing the mocap, you know, the motion animations with the Orcs, or at least they're on with it now. So there'll be two more races that enter the game. But as it stands, you've got Chaos and Space Marine Loyalist Traitor. So at the start here, you get to pick 4 characters, you know, a maximum of 4. I think my fair leadership one is a Loyalist, the 2 Gokus are Traitors, and FL40K's Loyalist. I play more on fair leadership top character, but depends on what mood I'm on, really. Okay, what they've added into the game lately, loadouts, as you can see here. So we take a look in. You've got 5 classes. So with the Loyalists, you've got a Tactical, you've got a Devastator, you've got an Assault class, you've got an Apothecary class, and you've got what's called a Ground Assault class, which effectively wears like a storm shield, has a power sword. I mean, this has got a chainsaw on it at the minute, but on this menu you can sort of customize what you've got. So let's take a look at the first one. Now this is really standard at the minute, obviously, so don't be surprised if everything isn't here. They do plan on having a lot of customization to the weapons, the looks of the weapons, etc. However, that's not in the game as yet. These will be purchased through something called Rogue Trader Points, which if you go onto the Eternal Crusade website, you'll be able to see what that sort of means. The Rogue Trader store at the moment isn't operational, but as founders we were able to look at some of the things and sort of reserve early items, if you like. So let's take a look at what they do have. So primary weapon. So we've got a bolt gun, standard issue for a tactical marine. We've got the plasma gun, which is what I've been running with a lot lately. Fires sort of two different fire modes, a short beam and a more charged blast, which is more effective for taking out like a clump of enemies or stunning. We've got the melter gun, which is a recent addition to the game. I think that only came in 3-4 weeks ago. I mean, people can correct me in the comments section below, but it's fairly recent. And then we've got a stalker bolter and just a normal storm bolter. This used to be quite broken in the game, but as obviously we're in alpha, they're tweaking what we've got. You know, they're trying to get a balance right between weapons. So as they add things in, typically the melter gun, we had a couple of nights where everybody was running around with melter guns and it was just flames everywhere. You know, they are balancing as they're going along, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, with feedback from the community as well. So that's also good that they've got a dev team that listens to the players as well. You know, we're helping them along. They're giving us things to test. It's great. Can't talk about things that are in testing at the moment because that's under the NDA. But this is basically the public side of it at the minute, so this is fine to talk about. Okay, so let's go back off here. Okay, consumables. So we've got frag grenades, we've got crack grenades, and we've got melter bombs. Obviously all for different purposes. The melter bomb, anti-fortification, explosive charge, crack grenades, anti-vehicle, frag grenades, infantry. These get used all the time in the game, these frag grenades, taking down clumps of people. Okay, let's go back off here. We've got med packs, basic first aid, ammo pack, and a repair kit to help repair vehicles. You can see accessories down in this corner. These will be added into the game later. There'll be more customization with these melee weapons, I would imagine. But at the minute, this is sort of what we're rolling with. So the apothecary, I run mine with a bolt gun, and then it has his apothecarian on its arm for taking the gene seed. Good healers. So they all perform roles on the battlefield. Tacticals, capture objectives. It's a very objective game at the moment. Whether that changes later on down the line, I'm not entirely sure. But at the minute, it's a bit like capture the flag, but in progression. A lot of the maps have a point A, B, C, D. You capture A, you move on to capture B, capture C, capture D. And the other team are trying to push your captures back all the time. So that's where it is at the moment. Whether they have any other plans to sort of expand out of there, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, obviously, game designers make a lot of statements early on in a game's progress that they want to make happen, but whether they come into the game or not, you know, hopefully, you know, they'd be very, very good with what they've said of the devs in this game. You know, they've tried to stick to what they've said. You know, things are in flux. So this is a world map. I mean, this isn't functional at the moment. This is world map prototype, says right here in the corner. It's only just come in, work in progress. This is a read-only heat map of matches that are currently in progress between Space Marines in the gold and the Chaos Space Marines in the red. And then you've got Outpost, under attack, etc. Don't know too much about this map at the moment. As I say, this has just been put into the game recently as sort of a blank canvas to show the way things are going with it. So I can't really talk about that too much because I don't really know. More will become clear in the future, and as things come out that I can talk about, I'll keep doing little updates of how the game's progressing up until launch as well. Okay, I think that about wraps up this video. In the next couple of videos, hopefully we'll get some gameplay, and we'll see you in the next video. Happy gaming, thanks for watching.